Hi everybody, welcome to today's video, and I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. And as you can see, I sat down and filmed this video, putting it on with you guys, and I hated the video. I don't know, I didn't like it. I think I was talking out of order as usual. So I decided to start over and just talk you guys through what I did. This is the Vault eyeshadow palette by Jacklyn Hill. Remember, we talked about it before, and it comes in, there's 4 eyeshadow palettes, and they come inside this beautiful box, and they store really well right in here. And I wanted to do something that was out of my comfort zone, and this color and this smoky eye is so far out of my comfort zone I can't even tell you. So the Vault, I have been wearing it to work. I have been enjoying, everyday looks with it. The quality is very good. This particular look that I have on right now is from the palette Ring the Alarm. You can buy these palettes individually on Morphe.com. And no, it is not Ring the Alarm. Wait a minute. It is Dark Magic. This is the only one I hadn't used yet out of the 4 palettes. And I thought, when's a better time to try to do something outside of my comfort zone than a Sunday? My chores are done, hair's washed, hair's up. It's time to get serious. I picked up some new products on the Sephora sale, so I got my 20% off for Rogue customers. Of course I'm Rogue because I'm crazy. I also ordered a new brush set. Morphe.com, Jacklyn Hill. And if you want me to go through the brush set, it is very good. I will do so. Just tag me below and I can make a dedicated video to the brush set. But today we'll talk about the new foundation that I picked up. So I picked up the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Oil-Free Foundation. This is Warm Nude. This is what I'm wearing right now. And I have been pairing it with the Born This Way Concealer. I talked about this before. And I wear this concealer with my Osmosis foundation, and it parties well with other people. It is very good. Very good. As you can see, my under eye does look pretty flawless. Very good. If I have to pick an order between the two, I would say they're pretty much almost on the same level. I still put down my moisture stick under my eye before I put on any concealer. So whether I'm using the Too Faced or the Osmosis, I'm still putting down the moisture stick. I believe that is very key for a mature eye, to have some moisture on it before you slap on a product. I have also picked up a new brush, a sponge, a very strange shaped sponge. I didn't think that I would particularly like this sponge, but I really do. Love the way that it's made, and these Morphe sponges are so much more affordable than the other sponges that I purchase sometimes. And then I ask myself, why did they do that? Why? When I could have went on Morphe and got a sponge, because you can't keep them forever. I wash them all the time, but they don't last forever, so you have to throw them away and get a fresh one. But this strange sponge is easily smushed, and it fits completely every single place you want it to go in the crevices. Like, it fits everywhere. Both ends, I use the smaller end for my under eye, and it just taps right on. It is amazing sponge. So I used my Morphe and Jacklyn Hill, if I can talk, Dark Magic. And when I started, I went in with this transition color here. It's called Poof. Then I went to a color right here named which is a strange name. Busted is this beautiful greeny blue color. A little more blue shift. It's matte. It's called Busted. Then I went to Inside Job, which is a lot more green, all matte. And I went ahead and I guess cheated a little bit. And I wanted to put some highlight on my brow bone. So I grabbed the Armed and Gorgeous palette that has the highlight right here, this white highlighter, and I did pop that under my brow bone. It just kind of brought the look together. I also, in the sale, picked up some Sephora brand eye pencils. Are waterproof. I had heard a great review about these guys, and I wanted to see if they worked better than the Marc Jacobs gel liner in my waterline. And you know what? They work great. I have the white shade and tiramisu. I have been shoving this up here in my waterline and giving myself like a dark base for my everyday look. It has been really working well, and it doesn't move around. And I put the white color right in my waterline, and this is called Blonde Ambition. It does have a little bit of a shift to it, like it's small shimmer, but when it's in your waterline, it really helps the white part of your eyes look extremely white. And that is part of looking healthy and young, is having white eyes. Don't you remember, or you look in the mirror and you're in the morning and you're like, oh, I have red eyes, and it's extremely aging to have discoloration in your eyes, red eyes, allergy eyes, because we're aging. So that goes a long way in the morning to help you look more awake, help you look like you have more eye space. And I couldn't talk without these hands, could I? I mean, literally, if my hands were tied behind my back, I couldn't talk. I would be completely silent. There's a great brush in this brush set. This is Zero Took, and I have been using it to bronze and contour with. It is a very soft, it's very long and fluffy. It's not the kind of brush I was used to using for my bronzer. I was using a very small, like densely packed brush. But then I just wanted to try to see how this dispersed the products, and how, was it hard to work with? Was it, how is it? It's amazing. I think my contour bronzer just goes click, click right in the right spot with this larger head, longer bristles. It's very soft. It distributes the bronzer very well. I highly recommend this brush set. It's on Morphe, Morphe.com. I was going to show you my bronzer. This is the Too Faced bronzer, my old Die Hard bronzer. This is Chocolate Soleil. It has a little shift to it just because, again, mature face and all matte. It's very difficult to pull off without looking like you're 80. So I use this Die Hard, bronzer. Yes, I have my Hourglass bronzers, beautiful, but I wanted to kind of keep Too Faced with Too Faced since I'm wearing the foundation and the concealer. So bronzers, Too Faced. It's all Too Faced. It's a great company, quality products, and I thought, you know, what a better time than Sunday to get outside of my comfort zone and film something or put on something I'm not used to doing, want to do, but this is extremely like date night. I've got somewhere to go. Look, I would not wear this dark of an eye to work. I do wear, you know, darker on the edges a lot to work, but I do not wear this deep, dark, smoky eyes to work. I think it couldn't be done. Maybe I just got to get kind of more comfortable with how it looks sitting here on my face. But I think it turned out really, really well. Really well. It's mostly matte with a tiny bit of shimmer right under my brow bone. I put a little bit of mascara on. I didn't put any lashes on, but you know what? If I did, lashes would send this look right over into the stratosphere and completely bring it together. There is nothing like a lash to make any kind of eye look that you're like, thinking about, look bomb. So I've been using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I've been going a little bit harder with the powder. Why? Because I was having some like laugh line crease issues because they're huge, and I was just trying to experiment to see, will it help? Will it make it worse? Will it make me look like cake face? Will it look crusty? So I have been using my sponge, and I dip in to my powder. There's a screen on here, and I just dip in, get some on, and I just tap it in into my laugh lines basically, and under my eye, and I let that sit while I do something else, while I do my eyebrow, while I do whatever my next step is. But for me, I'm kind of a creature of habit, not kind of, mega. And my eyebrows are always next. So that would be me putting on my brows, because I have to draw them completely because I don't have a lot of brows left. And what I do have has absolutely no color left to them, which is completely normal. A lot of people, women, men, everybody lose color, pigment out of the hairs on their body, you know, as we age. So I'm wanting color back in my brow. I'm wanting a shape back in there. So it takes a bit. So as I put on my eyebrows, then I just dust off my powder, however, wherever I had it. And then I just keep going. Then I go to eyes and whatever's next. The sponge in the morning has really kind of helped cut down on time. And I've really been wearing this foundation to work. It has not been cracking or shifting or moving around on my face. It's not sliding off my nose. That's a big thing for me. I do wear glasses, so where my glasses sit, does any makeup left? No, because no makeup can survive glasses no matter how well you put it on. So don't get discouraged if your glasses rub your makeup off. But down here where my glasses don't sit, I don't want it on. You know, I don't want my makeup falling off my nose. I mean, there's nothing more frustrating than having your makeup just fly right off your nose. You know, you look in the mirror in the day and you're like, ugh, why? And I have had that happen if you get really sweaty or, you know, like you're doing an activity. The first place makeup slides off my face is my nose. And this foundation has been wearing really well. It's been performing well. So I just rotate them now between Osmosis Foundation and the Born This Way Foundation. I have dry skin, so it looks very well on my dry skin. It's sitting well. It's not making, me look like cake face, crack face, anything. And with that magical concealer combination and the foundation, it's really been jiving for me. And I have been using the Vault almost every single day. I just kind of pick one in the morning. This one that I just used, I have been shying away from because these are some intense colors. And to try to look at that at 6 o'clock, I was like, so that today is the first time I put it on. There's also a very unique brush in this set, and it is for contouring. Or you can dip it in powder and stamp it across here, and it catches any kind of eyeshadow that will fall off. And it also helps you create like a cat eye. You can just whoop it up like this and then dust it away, and your eyeshadow will just go totally, and it looks so cool. I mean, even on mature skin, my mature face, it looks excellent. And so let's just talk just briefly about gut health. Another subject I am very adamant about. Everybody on the planet should be taking a probiotic, and not just kind of one you can roll into Walmart and grab. Why? Because the bacteria inside probiotics die before you can ever even swallow them. You have to think about its packaging, its shipping. Remember, it's exposed to temperature fluctuations. So then it comes down to how it was made. And so you want to make sure that it's capsulized properly to ensure the most microbe population that it possibly scientifically can. And then you want to make sure that you're taking it at a proper time. You would need to take a probiotic at night on an empty stomach. Well, why is that? It's because if your gut is full of food and the probiotic goes in, it's not getting, the food is interrupting the bacterial kind of launching itself to the bowel. Because it's got to make it past your stomach and get into the small bowel and try to populate there. Why does, as we age, our bowel just gets worse and our reflux and everything? It's because of the food that we eat. It is because it's toxic. And yeah, Cheetos, that's not food. Cheez-Its, it's not food. I mean, I wish it was food. I understand it tastes delicious, but you cannot package something in a package and set it on a counter or shelf and 3 weeks later buy it and expect that that's food. No, your body has no idea what that is. So you ingest it, and I'm not putting anybody down for eating Cheez-Its. That's not the point. The point is that it also has food dyes. So your body, again, has no idea what to do with food dye. It is like fighting a war, trying to figure out where to put it where it's not harming you. And toxins want fatty organs. That's kind of where the easiest spot to hang out in. Where's your fattiest organ? We've talked about this, the brain. So you eat food that's not real. It can punch through your bowel with microscopic holes. Um, your immune system, 85% is wrapped around your bowel. So you've now eaten something that can punch a microscopic hole into the bowel and it leaks into the body. And now it's free and it is on a mission. Where is it gonna go? Where is its home? Where will it land? It's gonna make its way past the blood-brain barrier and it lands in your brain. And it lands in your joints and everywhere, your shoulders. I mean, everything. There's a reason why your back hurts now and your knees hurt and your SI joints hurt, which are on your lower back, left and right, way down there. It's because of the food that we eat and have been eating our entire life. So it builds up and it builds up. And how does the body dispel toxins? Urine out the other end and sweat. That's it. There's only 3 ways. If you never sweat, that's a problem. It's a problem for your internal self. Because dispelling everything it needs to get rid of just through urine and the other way is not enough. You have to sweat. Also, the toxins will be stored in the layer underneath the skin in between the fat fascia. So it pushes out through the skin. When you have anything going on your face, that is your body ridding. That's the last stop. If it's acne, if it's rosacea, if it is any kind of skin issue, it all started in your guts. All of it. And slapping a cream or taking an antibiotic, eczema, anything. This creams and face care, skin lotion is just the topping for your cake. Everything is the gut. And it is the body's only way to rid itself. And the last stop is coming out through the skin. You could have, and not just your face, dry elbows, cracked heels, redness, texture on the face, texture on the neck, skin tags, any type of, I have rosacea on my chest. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I am not 100% in the balance zone. And yeah, do I cheat? Yes, still do. Still cheat on my day off. I don't fast. I don't watch that much. I maybe even ingest food dye. I mean, heck, I might have an ice cream. Ice cream have tons of food dye. And really, ice cream is toxic beyond imagination. The biggest issues for the humankind is gluten and dairy. We just don't tolerate it that well. And a lot of percentage, is very high percentage in the population do not tolerate gluten in the gut because you've ate it for 50 years and now the body just can't do what it used to when it was 25, 19, because your toxic burden is so high now. Your liver is screaming, your body is aching, and your joints are hurting, and it's trying to tell you there's a problem. So when you see something on your outer casing that you don't like and that you wonder, what is that? Why is it there? I wonder, I didn't notice that before. This is body language trying to push out what it cannot handle on the inside. So, my healthiest days are fasting days. days that I work out at least 35 minutes minimal and put a good time in the sweat room, and it only takes 6 minutes in the heat room, dry heat, and all I'm in there for is sweating and stretching. Long, gentle stretches to stretch the muscles. Because why? Because we're losing a lot of muscle tone as we age. I support my body with supplements, probiotics. I take the probiotic at night, before bed. So it has a chance to get where it needs to go. I also take a nasal probiotic in the morning, and I know that sounds completely whacked, but our gut is the center of the human body's health. If you are not regular, if you are struggling with your bowel, if you're having bowel attacks, and I know TMI, I get it, but this is all impactful as we age. If you're dumping your bowel, you're dumping a lot of good stuff with the bad. So you are not in balance. I have not had one of these issues, I don't know, for over a year. Why? It's because I watch my toxic levels of what I'm eating, and I am putting back what I need through supplementation. So I don't have to run to the bathroom and have an attack. I don't get constipated. I don't have big breakouts. I don't have huge rosacea all over my face. And I used to have a lot more rosacea on my face. Most part of my rosacea that's left is in my center chest. And it's a daily, hey, what are we choosing to do today? Are we drinking water? Are we drinking caffeine? Are we fasting? Or are we not? It's always a daily choice of what is happening. And I'm in control. And I mentally need the cheat day on Sunday or my day off. And I like it. It works for me. And I think it could work for a lot of people. So makeup is great. And it is a passion of mine. Especially in the past, 6 months, 9 months. Really into the beauty. Just practice. Just love this side of feeling good, looking good, being in shape, the face makeup. I'm trying new things. I'm reaching for new things. I'm loving new things. Things that I thought I would hate. Things that I have hated before, I look at now and I'm like, that's not so bad. Fasting, not so bad. Eating salad every day of my life, not so bad. Raw food, raw vegetables, not so bad. And then on my cheat day, I take advantage of it. I will have a donut. I will have Mexican food. I will have, an illegal chip, potato chip. And trying to find clean potato chips are very difficult. I know. I'm one of those customers out there looking for the cleanest products available. And can put up against the amount of food that is not even food anymore. It becomes a real issue. So, get your supplements on, guys. Balance those hormones, because remember, you do not want your minor hormones in decline, so your major hormones rise. That's why we all have high cholesterol as we age, and we didn't when we were 25, because our minor hormones declined and our major hormones, the bad guys, are taking over. Insulin is rising. cortisol is rising. You want those minor hormones, your testosterone, estrogen, estriol, estradiol, and progesterone to be at the levels, normal levels, so you don't have this problem. So you age the new way, age the easy way. I hope you guys like the look. I hope you guys like the video. And if there's a different look that you want to see from the Armed and Gorgeous and the Dark Magic and the Bling Boss and the Ring the Alarm palette, just message me below. I would really enjoy doing any kind of suggested looks that you guys want to see for your mature face. This is definitely a new look for me for a Sunday. I could even say, hey, honey, maybe you need to take me out to dinner now, because I really like the way it turned out. And I hope with the lighting that you guys see it okay, and let me know how you like it. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.